Karen, how are you feeling? I'm sure things aren't too easy, especially since your baby is due soon.
That's right. There are so many things that I'm not sure about because it's my first time having a baby.
You probably don't have morning sickness since you're in your third trimester, but you must be feeling fatigue.
That's right. I've been having a hard time taking care of housework. Was it like that when you were pregnant too?
When I had Harry, I struggled so badly too, and to add, my mother-in-law used to harass me all the time.
Really? I knew she was a strict person, but I didn't think she would harass the wife.
You just don't know her truly, but our relatives all know about how she used to harass her sons' wives. She was always demanding even before I was pregnant, and she always pointed things out about what I wasn't doing right. She always had something to complain about everything.
I see. Hold on a second.
What's the matter?
Does that mean that you tend to be strict on me because of that?
Oh, that's exactly right! Harassing the wife is a tradition in our family. I've gone through it when I was the wife, so I need to make sure you go through the same.
Well, what? I thought you were saying those things because I wasn't being a good enough wife, but I guess I was wrong.
You're wrong! I'm doing it because she's done that to me too. I've always planned on harassing Harry's wife once he gets married.
You're making it sound like a hassling club activity. I thought you were saying those things for my sake. Also, why would you do something that you didn't want someone else to do to you? I'm sure you've gone through tough times. Don't you feel bad?
Not at all! Actually, it's fun to harass the wife. I get to let out my stress. I'm sure if your child eventually brings a wife, you'll do it. I strongly suggest you do so. Well, I'll enjoy it just until then.
Successfully had my baby.
That's wonderful. So now that you had your baby, I'm going to resume the amazingly fun harassment to you.
What?
Why do you sound so surprised? Harassing you is my hobby, so of course I'm resuming it. So I'll start by having you take care of our housework.
Hobby? I just had my baby yesterday and I'm still hospitalized. I can't possibly take care of housework for you.
I don't care if you had your baby just yesterday. You're the wife, and it's your job to take care of housework.
But I said I'm still hospitalized. Are you telling me to sneak out of the hospital just to take care of your housework? If anyone were to discover this, you'll be in a bad position.
That's not okay. Oh, you know what? We have a memorial gathering with our relatives soon, so you're going to cook 20 Buddhist vegetarian meals for that event.
A memorial gathering? Isn't that the day that I get released from the hospital?
Is there a problem? I'm such a kind mother-in-law who's willing to wait until you're released. My mother-in-law wouldn't have cared to listen to an excuse that you're still hospitalized.
You're being ridiculous. Even after I'm released, I'll be with my newborn baby. I don't think I'll be fully recovered by then either.
That's none of my concern. You're going to participate even if you have to crawl on the ground, and you'll be cooking for all of us. If you can't do that, you fail as the wife. Do you understand?
Fine. Since you insist, I'll try my best. But let me tell you in advance that I can't be responsible for what's to happen.
You can't be easy on yourself like that. Stop giving excuses that you just had a baby. You're going to serve us something that I'll be satisfied with. Make sure you don't humiliate yourself in front of all of our relatives, including my mother-in-law. You ended up passing out while you were cooking for the memorial gathering. This tells me that you need to get it together. You ended up humiliating me too. Because of you, everyone's questioning what I've done. Do you understand?
That's enough, you turd.
What? Did you just call me a turd? Karen, how dare you say that to your mother-in-law? You don't deserve to say that after humiliating me in front of others.
You're already making a fool out of yourself for harassing your son's wife when she just had a baby.
What's wrong with you? Who do you think you are?
I'm your precious little son.
What? My son? Does that mean I'm talking to Harry right now? But this is Karen's phone.
Did you forget that I was the one who took Karen to the hospital? Karen's getting an IV and she's sleeping in the bed.
So, are you really Harry?
Yes, I am. Besides, don't you have something else you should say before that, you turd?
Well, what I said earlier was, we were just being playful with each other.
Being playful? Did you really think I'll forgive you for saying those terrible things to my wife when she passed out a little after she had our baby?
Well, that's right. Karen wanted to be the one to cook for all of us today. I told her that she didn't have to push herself so hard, but she ended up passing out, so I ended up being a little too strict on her.
Look, don't you realize that I'm on Karen's phone right now? I can read all the text message conversations that you and Karen had.
What?
Karen said that she couldn't cook for everyone because she's given birth not too long ago and that she has to take care of the baby. But you ignored her words and you were persistently telling her to do it.
Well,
Did you say it's an amazingly fun harassment? You're terrible!
I'm sorry, Harry. I never thought she'd pass out. I'm being honest. I never thought that any of this would happen.
Shut up! You even continued harassing Karen over texts even after she passed out! Stop being so convenient to yourself! If you love harassing my wife so badly, I'll let you feel what it's like. Our
Hello, ma'am. I'm okay. I'm so sorry. It looks like you've been trying to reach out to me so many times, and I could only reply now. It's okay. Harry told me everything. You ended up falling asleep while you were getting the IV, right? Yes, it seemed like I just got dizzy that moment, and everything is okay. I'm so sorry that I ended up worrying you and everyone else who was there. Don't even worry about that. I'm just glad that you're doing okay. Anyway, is it true that Julie had been harassing you? Julie? Oh, about that. Did Harry tell you? Yes, he did. He told me that Julie forced you to cook for all of us at the gathering. You must still need some rest, especially since you just had your baby. To be honest, you're right. I've always felt that my mother-in-law had been a bit too strict on me, but I thought it was because I wasn't being a good enough wife. But it turned out that she was just harassing me to entertain herself. Entertain herself by harassing? Is that what Julie said to you? Yes, according to her, it was because you used to harass her back then. So she wanted to make me go through the same. She said that harassing the daughter-in-law is a tradition in the family. I'm already not forgiving her for harassing my grandson's wife, but did she really say that? I remember you talking to me before, so I immediately knew that you've never harassed her, and that's why I told her that she was wrong. That's enough, Karen. I'm sure you must have gone through a lot all this time. Just leave the rest up to me, as your grandmother-in-law and as Julie's mother-in-law. I need you to come back immediately. I have something important to talk to you about.
Oh, give me a break, ma'am. Our entire relative is glaring at me and I can't possibly go back.
What were you even thinking, fleeing immediately after Karen passed out?
Harry is mad at me, and he sent our entire relatives the text message conversation between me and Karen. And because of that, everyone's pointing fingers at me after realizing why Karen passed out. My husband is mad at me too. I don't even know what they'd do to me if I stay in that space. I'm not going back today.
You took advantage of Karen until she passed out, and you're being so convenient to yourself. Besides, why did you decide to harass her? You even came up with a foolish lie to tell her that it's our family tradition.
I mean, you used to harass me all the time too. All of our relatives were talking about it too. I'm only doing what you've done to me.
And I'm telling you that you're wrong. How dare you call that harassment?
What? I mean, you were harassing me immediately as I started living with you when I got married.
You didn't even know how to cook rice, and you'd burn every fried egg that you cook. When I had you take care of the laundry, you forgot to use the detergent. I let you iron out a shirt, and it ended up getting even more wrinkled. When I went to do groceries after asking you to clean the house, I only came back to a home that was messier than before I left the house.
Oh? Was I really that bad?
Because you had no idea what you were doing, I had to teach you everything from scratch. But you've always claimed that I was harassing you whenever I tried teaching you anything. And you would always victimize yourself in front of my husband and my son.
Victimize? You're making it sound like I was in the bad.
Yes, you were. Because of you, all our relatives saw me as a harassing mother-in-law. My son and my husband scolded me that I was being too strict on you, too.
But you never gave any excuses to the relatives, your husband or your son. Wasn't that because you knew you were harassing me deep down inside your heart?
If I were to tell on you, you would have lost your position among our relatives. Your relationship with my son could have been ruined, too. I never wanted to destroy your relationship with my son.
Well?
But I can't take this anymore. I've always sucked it up all along, but I've been accused of harassing you, and the worst part is what you've done to my grandson's wife.
I was wrong to have thought that she's become a decent daughter-in-law.
I'll be talking to my son about all of this. You should be ready in case he decided.
Oh, this is just so terrible! My husband and his mother are upset about what happened yesterday. It seems like she had a lot to say to my husband, and he's saying that he wants a divorce. I need you to do something!
I'm sorry, but I don't plan on helping you. This is going exactly the way I wanted it to.
What? What do you mean by that?
I'm going to tell you, since telling you won't change anything at this point. But I passed out yesterday as I was faking my illness.
What? Faking your illness?
It's true that I wasn't feeling well, but I didn't have to pass out. But while all of our relatives are gathering at our house and I ended up passing out. And if they end up seeing our text message conversation, I figured Harry, along with all of our relatives, wouldn't have looked the other way.
So, are you saying that you pretended as if you passed out in front of everyone just so you can agitate Harry about this? Did you purposely show Harry our text conversation too?
I didn't think it would go exactly as I planned, though. But ultimately, you've made everyone your enemy, including Harry, your husband, your mother-in-law, and everyone else in our family. You're about to lose everything right now. How dare you! Just because I was harassing you, you can't be doing this. You're terrible! No, you're the terrible person. I was actually aware because Harry's grandmother talked to me before.
Aware of what?
She was being strict on you because she wanted you to become a better person. But you took advantage of the fact that she never spoke for herself, so you kept telling others that she was harassing you, and you ultimately harassed me just to entertain yourself.
Is that why you went out of your way to do all of this?
Sure, and your entire family is aware of your true side now. I'm sure Harry's grandmother's bad reputation will get better, too. Also, I can't wish for anything more than getting rid of the terrible mother-in-law who harasses me.
You better be kidding. How dare you fool everyone to do this? I'm going to Karen never passed out. She was faking her illness. She wanted to rebel against me. That's why she deceived you and everyone else.
I know.
What? Know what?
I know that Karen was faking her illness. Well, she wasn't feeling well, and that's why she had to get an IV. But even then, she told me that she pretended to pass out just so she could do this to you. So what?
I mean, Karen was lying to everyone.
I can't praise her for deceiving us, but you made her do that, right? You were entertaining yourself by harassing her. You made her think that she had to do that to protect herself. You deserve this outcome after stepping all over Grandma's kindness and harassing Karen.
Oh my, are you saying that I'm still in the wrong even though she's a liar? That doesn't even make any sense!
If we're going to identify who's in the wrong, were you in the right to have harassed my wife? Was it so wrong for her to retaliate against you after you were harassing her?
Well,
I agreed with Karen and Grandma when they both talked to me. As a matter of fact, I ended up realizing how ridiculous you are. The more you make a huge deal out of this, you're only going to lose people on your side. Well, I guess no one's on your side anymore, though.
About it, you're a stranger at this point.
what? A stranger?
Yes, Harry said he'll be cutting ties with you. So, you're not my mother-in-law anymore. You're my ex-mother-in-law, I guess. I heard you broke up with my father-in-law, so we'll never see each other again.
Hold on a second. Did Harry really say that he's cutting ties with me?
He was so upset. I think it's only natural for him to say that. He also said he won't be letting you see your grandson either.
Oh my goodness, what am I supposed to do from now on? I was told to move out of the house by the end of the day. My relatives aren't even responding to my texts. Your house is the only place that I could possibly go to.
You're a stranger now, so we'll be pressing charges if you try to unlawfully enter our house. As long as you're okay with that, you can come here anytime.
unlawfully enter. You don't have to do that!
I mean, Julie, you're always persistent. If we're cutting ties with you, we need to make sure we do it right. I can't have you misunderstand and end up trying to come after me, my husband, or my son.
Karen, I understand that you're upset, so I'll be a better person. Oh, please, I need you to let me stay in your house, even for just a bit. I'll take care of your housework. I'll do anything, so please.
Thanks, but no thanks. Harry's grandmother told me that you tend to slack off all the time. And when she talked to you about that, you went around telling others that she was harassing you, and I can't let you do that to me.
I won't ever say that, I promise.
What? But you said those things about your mother-in-law when she was being strict on you for your sake, right? And to add, you went around telling others to the point where others misunderstood the situation.
That was just, well...
Especially since you've committed it in the past, I can't possibly trust your words at this point. Well, I understand that you're in trouble after losing a place to live. And I'd feel a little bad to just look the other way.
Oh, Karen, I've always trusted that you're a kind person.
But then, we can't just let you live in our house for no reason. So, if you decide to be here, there's something that I'd like to try.
Something that you'd like to try? What could that be?
Remember how you were suggesting me to harass my daughter-in-law if I were to have one in the future?
What? But didn't you say that you didn't want others to misunderstand you?
I don't want others to misunderstand anything, but then I don't have a hobby. So, after seeing you amuse yourself so much, I became curious.
Hold on a second. So, are you saying that you're willing to let me live with you?
That's right! If you're going to keep your head down, even if I were to harass you, I'm fine with it! And for the sake of what you've done to me all along, I plan on entertaining myself as much as I can. If you're confident enough to suck it all up, you can come live with us anytime. She was getting divorced. She still hasn't turned 50, and it's not like she can't work, so I guess that's it. Yes, it seems like she works a part-time job while she lives on her own. It seems like she's sad that Harry cut ties with her and she doesn't get to see her grandson. She lives all alone in a shabby apartment without being motivated to do anything. I see. You went out of your way to punish her so much, but you don't sound like you really care what happened to her after. Well, I've done enough to repay for what she's done to me, and it sounds like she's still suffering as we speak, too. It also seems like the relatives realize that you weren't harassing her after all. As long as she won't bother us any longer, I won't be doing anything to her further. I guess you're right. By the way, Karen, I heard you were faking your illness when you passed out at the gathering. Oh, yes. I'm very sorry that I ended up worrying you. Harry told me everything, so I won't be too stern with you, but need to make sure you don't fool others like that, or else you might end up losing everyone around you, just like Julie. I understand. I ended up getting carried away this time. Carried away? About the harassment? That too, but more about how she made others believe that you were harassing her. What is this? Are you saying that you were mad for me? Of course, for how I realized that she was intentionally harassing me, and also for realizing that she was doing it to amuse herself too. I can only imagine. But then, I've always known that you were a kind person, no matter how stern you can get, and yet she decided to say those things about you. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to blame you or anything. It was my choice to pick that fight. I understand what you're trying to tell me. In that case, make sure you remember how you felt. It's great that you can take action for someone else's sake, but if it ends up becoming for your sake and no one else's, you'll end up being just like her. Yes, I'll make sure to keep that in mind. Instead of becoming a daughter-in-law like Julie, I'd like to become a daughter-in-law like you. Since Julie had always faked herself in front of everyone in her family, her husband ended up divorcing her after realizing her true side because of what happened this time around. Her relatives are keeping a distance from her, and no one is willing to help. Harry, her last resort, had ended up cutting ties with her, and she had no one on her side. After the divorce with my father-in-law, she was kicked out of the house. She currently rents a shabby apartment with the money she received as marital asset while she lives all alone. On the other hand, Harry, my newborn baby, and I are leading a happy life. When my son grows older in the future, one day, I'll become a mother-in-law. And when that happens, instead of being one that enjoys harassing my daughter-in-law, I want to become just like my grandmother-in-law, who's a wonderful person who can act for the sake of my son, for the sake of my daughter-in-law, even if I were to be accused of harassing her.